Thanks for sticking around. North Central's SID Clark Teuscher joins us now. Clark, thanks for dropping by.
Thank you.
Clark, as the men's track team competed in their version of the Chicagoland Championships last weekend and running away with it, I think, understatement.
Yeah, it was over pretty quick. They won 9 of the 17 events and ended up winning by about 70 or 80 points. So even with a couple of the heavy hitters sitting out, certainly a very dominant performance at home.
And 4 weeks, 4 different CCIW runners of the week that are Cardinals, and another guy that really hadn't done much in indoor before this season, really blossoming this year.
Yeah, Neil Klein was the runner of the week this week. He posted the fastest time in the conference thus far in the 3,000 meters, which is not really an event that he's normally a strong guy in. He's more of a 5K, 10K type of guy outdoors, but certainly has been able to develop some leg speed and get himself at the top of the list and near the top in the 5K as well.
Definitely, and moving to the hardwood, hard-fought overtime victory for North Central, just coming in at the right time, beating the Titans at home, avenging that overtime loss in Bloomington, really putting them in the driver's seat in position in the conference.
Really a pivotal game in terms of positioning for the conference tournament. The winner of that game was going to be, in second place, and that the loss drops Wesleyan down to a three-way tie for third place, and they're in danger of not making the conference tournament after starting the season ranked 4th in the country in the national poll. So fell behind early again, just like the Carthage game, but were able to erase the lead by halftime and made a lot of clutch plays, especially at the free throw line down the stretch, to pick up a win and even the season series. And
it's really been about the young guns for that team this year. Landon Gamble just dominating the overtime period.
Well, they were going to sink or swim with those guys this year. I mean, they were the most talented guys and the big recruits for a reason. And they've gone to those guys time and time again, and they've proven to be very reliable options as freshmen, which is pretty rare in a conference like this.
And we're not coaches, so we're allowed to look ahead on the schedule. Saturday, the teams match up with a tough Augustana team, currently ranked number 3 in the country, part of our doubleheader right here on NCTV. What can we expect to see out of the Vikings?
A lot of tough defense. They rebound very well. They're one of the teams that has big players who are very skilled. Not all of the, a lot of teams will bring in big guys and make a big deal of them, and they turn out not to be the kind of skilled basketball players that you want. They don't have that problem. They've got a lot of tall guys, long arm. They're very effective on defense. They're really going to try and choke off what you do well and just kind of beat you into submission, and we'll have to see how our team responds to that. They didn't hold up to it very well on the road at the Carver Center a few weeks ago. We'll have to see what kind of adjustments get made and how it turns out the second time.
We'll see. And the women's squad, the other part of that doubleheader, they drop a tough one earlier this week at Elmhurst.
Yeah, lost by 5, had the lead in the second half. Really unfortunate, Jackie Arico gets into foul trouble in the first half and ends up not getting into the scoring column at all, which is 17 or 18 points they'd been counting on during conference play. So when you cut that out of the lineup, it really puts you behind the 8 ball, and they were not able to come out on top on that one.
And Kevin Bratland's wrestling squad, very good individual performances for them at the CCIW meet, but they end up just 2 points out of getting a trophy.
Yeah, we knew that one was going to be close, and it was going to come down to the very last match, and it did. 5 conference champions, and you don't win your conference meet, and that's it's going to be pretty close all the way around. And it ended up coming down to 1 or 2 matches that could have gone either way that wound up deciding the conference title.
And as we look ahead to spring, the Cardinal baseball team won a CCIW title last year. Coaches voting in the preseason poll, not going to knock off the defending national champion, but second place in the voting.
Well, it's kind of curious sometimes when you have coaches doing that kind of voting, and it looked like it was based off of how teams did in the NCAA tournament last year, not necessarily how they did in the conference regular season. So, that's what's fresh in everybody's mind, I guess, and so that's where that'll put us. They were 5th in last year's poll and finished 1st, so I don't think that's not going to change anybody's preparation. But we'll just kind of have to see how it plays out.
And the softball poll comes out as well. Cardinals voted number 2, just behind Augustana.
That's about where they were last couple of years, so we've got a chance to make that move up finally and unseat the Titans, who've been up at the top of the conference for a while.
Clark, as always, we appreciate you coming by.
Thank you.
We want to thank you for spending some time with us this week. Be sure to catch both North Central basketball teams live this Saturday as they take on Augustana right here on NCTV 17 and NCTV17.com. Our coverage starts at 5. For everyone involved with the program, I'm Alex Simmons. We hope to see you next time.